again today for another Project Live Monday video. So for today I've got week 35 for you, and I'm mainly going to be using products from Calico documentary kit from September 2016, and this one is actually called Lost River, as well as a bunch of Ali Edwards story kit / stamp, and also Felicity Jane and the Hip Club products as well. So let's get started. I picked out that card, that 4x6 journaling card, which I will use as a title card from Ali Edwards Believe story kit. So this one is relatively old, probably about 3 months ago. And so I really like the orange, the green, and I guess the black and also the navy on it. And so I started with adding those two numbers, so 3 and 5, which I've used the washi tape, came in the Calico documentary kit. I will actually remove that, mainly because I felt like I needed the numbers to pop out a little bit more. So I'm just going through a bunch of stickers that I've got in my stash and just seeing which one I like to use. And I stumbled across this one, which is from the Hip Kit Club's scrapbook kit from August 2016, and the stickers are actually from Dear Lizzie, and they are from the Saturday line. And now I am just kind of trying to place where I want, thinking where I want to place the 3 and a 5, and I started to cut up a kind of a white cardstock there, which I will use to hold those stickers as well as the dates that I'm going to stamp. And the next thing I'm going to do is to stamp the dates using my roller date stamp with the VersaFine black ink. And so I stamped the first date on the left and then the second date on the right. And the next thing I'm going to do is choosing a 3x4 journaling card, which that green one on the right is actually from Calico documentary kit. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just picking out looking through a bunch of embellishments and also products from Felicity Jane as well as the Hip Kit Club. And I decided to go pull out this die cut pack, which is from Oh Happy Life, Amy Tangerine's Oh Happy Life line, and it's from the Hip Kit Club's August scrapbook kit as well. And I'm going to add that onto a 3x4 card, which is from Studio Calico. And the card itself, the 3x4 journaling card, is actually kind of a printed, I don't think it's a photo, I think it could be a drawing of, I guess, the nature. So I thought it was kind of cool. And I'm also adding that wooden piece that says love, which is from the Hip Kit Club. And the enamel dots are actually from the February 2016, but the love wooden piece there is actually from August 2016 from the Hip Kit Club. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp directly onto this photo here, and I believe it says totally loving this, and the stamp set itself is actually from Ali Edwards, from her Believe Stories stamp. And now I am just going to do some short journaling using the silver pen, which I brought from Ali Edwards' website. I believe she has a gold one as well, and I might actually grab that next time I put in an order. I quite like her gold or kind of metallic pen, mainly because it shows up really well on the page. And the next thing is I've added that puffy, well, it's not really puffy, it's kind of plasticky heart there, which is from the Felicity Jane Mackie kit, onto this 3x4 journaling card, which I got from Calico documentary kit. And now I'm just adding some journaling. What did I say? I talked about the photo just on the left of it. Essentially just describe what we ordered, and just so I guess the story, we went to this place on Saturday afternoon for afternoon tea, and I had my favourite drink as per usual, and we just wrote the papers, so that was kind of fun. And the next thing I'm going to do is I want to create my own 4x6 journaling card, which I pulled out this pattern paper, which is actually from Felicity Jane Maggie Kit, and I have to apologise, the camera is just cutting off the bottom there and I didn't realise it, so you might see being cut off just a couple more times, and I'll try to make sure that next time I move the camera down a little bit. Now, I picked out that stamp, which is from the Messy Circle stamp set from Ali Edwards, and I decided to stamp it onto a white cardstock, and I used the ink from Ali Edwards as well, called Olympia. I also decided to stamp another one using my VersaFine black ink just to test out the colour. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is fuzzy cutting these stamp images out. And I believe I'm only going to cut out the black one, and so I'm just kind of slowly fuzzy cutting that out. And I quite like how it pops out of the page and kind of reflects the black on the title as well, on the title card. So I am happy with that. So I'm just going to stick that down, and I adhered that down using some foam dots. And the next thing I'm doing here is just adding some journaling. And what did I say? I essentially to describe the photo on the right. Essentially, I said we skipped the gym on Friday night and we went to the circus with Dave, which is my partner's brother, and that was fun. And there's so many, they're very talented, the acts are awesome. So let's move on to the right side of the thread, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp directly onto this photo, and then I'm just going to add some journaling after that. And this stamp set, it says, let me check what it says. It says #RealLife, and it's actually from the Believe Stories stamp as well, from Ali Edwards. And then I just added some journaling just describing the food. So that was our snack when we went to Costco on Sunday afternoon. And the next thing I'm doing here, I'm just fuzzy cutting this speech bubble, which is from the Felicity Jane Maggie Kit. And this one is, it's been printed on a sticky adhesive back paper. So I fuzzy cut that out, and then I'm just going to add that onto that bottom photo there on the left. And the next thing I'm going to do is I want to stamp onto it, just create give a prompt, I guess, onto, for the speech, for the journaling. And I decided to use this stamp set, which is from Felicity Jane as well, but this one's actually from her newer kit called Felicity. And I stamped it twice, one in black and one in green, which is called Olympia from Ali Edwards Crafters Ink. I think that's what it's called. And then I am just going to add some journaling underneath the stamp portion there, essentially describing the place we were at. And the next thing I'm going to do is I want to decorate that top photo, but before I do that, I am going to choose another 3x4 journaling card. And I decided to create my own journaling card with this one. So I am just looking through the pen papers we've got in various kits. And so I pulled out this one, which is from the Felicity Jane Maggie kit as well. And it's actually a back, it's on the back of I think it's on a cut apart sheet or something. And I really like how it's black and white. And yeah, so I decided to just cut a portion of that out and then gonna add that at the top of a plain 3x4 journaling card, which I got from the Becky Higgins Project Life. So if some of you are new, I purchased a pack of them, which is, you get about 100 cards, and I think they're like $10, 10 Aussie dollars, so it'll probably be cheaper for those of you in the US. And I think they're great, except the corners around it, so I tend to just cut a portion of it out so I can just add a piece of pen paper to cover up the rounded corner. And I'm also going to be using another stamp from this Felicity Jane Felicity kit as well, and it says "So Happy," and then I'm just going to punch that out using my circle punch. This is an inch circle, and I'm also, with the stamping, I also use the Crafters ink. It's the orange one, I think it's called Tillamook. And now I am just adhering that down using some foam dots, but actually before that I also inked up the kind of the border of that circle using just some black ink, VersaFine black ink, just to give it a bit of a definition, for like kind of I guess raise it up from the background a little bit. And what did I say on that photo? I said, I described the photo just on the top of it. So we went to a place, a cafe in about an hour and a half away from our house, and it's one of my favourite cafes, so the food's great, and yeah, so I enjoy just kind of sitting down and relaxing, I guess. And now I'm also fuzzy cutting these hearts, which are from the Felicity Jane Maggie kit as well, and I'm just fuzzy cutting 3 hearts out of these cut apart, adhesive backed printed paper, I guess. And so I'm actually just fuzzy cutting there, even though you can't really see it just from the side there, and I'm essentially just fuzzy cutting 3 hearts. And for some of you who don't know, I'm not really good at fuzzy cutting, so I'm super slow, and I'm kind of glad you don't have to see the whole process in real time. So I'm just peeling off the backing and then just add the adhesive now. And I'm just kind of putting all the photos, all the ones that I'm happy with, back in the pocket. And what am I doing next? The next thing I want to do is to create another 3x4 journaling card, and I decided to use this strip of pen paper, which is from from the Hip Kit Club. Which one is this from? It is from August 2016 as well, and this pen paper is actually from Dear Lizzie's Saturday line, and so I'm just kind of I'm actually going to add that onto kind of along the side, on the left side there. And what am I doing next? The next thing I'm going to do is adding doing some stamping onto it. And once again, this one is actually from the Felicity Jane Felicity kit. And now I'm just going to add some journaling, talking about the photo on the left and also underneath there. So when we went to, apologise for that noise, when we went to Costco, we bought our new Weber, and we have been wanting one for a little while now. Decided to pull the pin and just purchase one, and so this is our first Weber. And so I'm just using a bunch of embellishments from the Ali Wood's first story kit there. So that chipboard as well as that die cut piece that says first. And so here's some close up, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me again today for another Project Live Monday video. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you give a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it. And if you want YouTube to let you know when my next video comes out, please subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!